Everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings. We are going to jump in today and we are going to make another calendar page. So I announced the last time I did a calendar page, I think it was a couple weeks ago, that I am putting together a calendar workshop, and it will be in 2015. It'll be in January. I am teaming up with Megan Elizabeth from Above Ruby Studios. I'm very, very excited about this. We are teaming up and putting together a workshop, and it's going to be completely free. You don't have to pay for anything. You will just get access to watch it, and it is going to be very exciting. You will need to go right over to my website. You can click right at the top here. It will take you right to the coordinating blog post, and there is a sign up form, and you're going to want to sign up, and that is just so you can get information. We are still working on the details. We are still working on the content, but the idea is that you will be able to purchase the supplies you need ahead of time, or you can use the supplies you have on hand, and you will be able to have a complete calendar that the day that we do the workshop. You'll be able to do all your layouts and it'll be done. So I'm really looking forward to it. I thought I would jump in, and I'm going to do April. So I have all the way through March done, and I thought I would jump in and do April here and get going on this. So let me set this aside. This is the paper that I had already chosen. I've been working on my calendars in the batch process method. So I went through and added all of my designer paper to all my calendar pages, and then I've just been working on them. So this is what I had to work with. This is designer paper from Stampin' Up. It is our black paper. It's in our annual catalog, and I'm not positive of the name, and I don't want to say it wrong, so I will pop it up on the screen. This is the other side of it. So that's the great thing about double-sided paper, is you have a whole other design on the other side. So I'm going to put this on here like this. I'm going to show you guys my basic layout, and then we'll start putting things down, and then I also cut some stuff out on my Cricut. So I have this ribbon, which is beautiful ribbon. It's from Stampin' Up. It is Bermuda Bay, which is going to be our accent color. I'm taking some Bermuda Bay baker's twine, and I'm taking a piece of it. Sorry guys, you're kind of far away because I want you to see the whole layout. So I'm taking this piece of it, and I'm going to fold it in half so that there's two pieces, okay? So then we're going to take this ribbon, and we are going to tie a bow. Now when you're doing this, you're going to want to smush together the ribbon as you pull the baker's twine, okay? Because it's such a thick ribbon, you're just gonna want to, as you're pulling that tight, you'll just want to kind of pull this and help it to form. Otherwise it kind of will bunch up and it won't lay flat. So you just have to help it. So I'm just tying it really tight, and then I'm tying a bow. And then I'm just going to see how big I want my loops, and then I'm going to cut this part and trim this part down, and then I have two strings hanging off there, okay? So this piece is going to go here. Okay, we're just going to do the basic layout, and then I'll start putting everything down and putting adhesive down. So I want this to overlap a little bit. So then I'm going to need a piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock, and we're going to cut this down to 3.5. We're going to leave it at 11. So this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I'm just going to cut it at the 3.5 inch mark for a 3.5 inch strip. And that is going to go kind of in the middle like this, okay? So then I'm going to take a Whisper White piece of cardstock, and I am going to cut down 3 squares, and they're going to be 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. The next thing that I've done is I've cut a circle. These are the next pieces that you're going to need, and we're going to put this together. I've cut a black circle for my circle framelits. I have taken my Cricut cartridge April showers, and I have cut out 2 rain boots and their layers. I've embossed, I don't know if you can see it, you can sort of see it right there. I've embossed the layers, and we're going to put that together. So I'm going to speed this part up for you guys while I put together these boots, and then I'm also going to ink the edges of my white just with some Bermuda Bay ink. So this is gonna go here and like this, gonna overlap. So on this one, I am just going to use adhesive and it's gonna be flat at an angle. And then on this one, I am going to use dimensionals, and I'm gonna put quite a few dimensionals on this because we're gonna be doing one other thing to these little rain boots. All right, we're gonna overlap that. And then the last piece that I have, can you believe that we're almost done, is this black circle, and I'm going to put it right here. I want it to overlap some of the photos. So what I'm gonna do is lay that down about where I would want it. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on this, but I'm going to avoid putting them where the photos would be because I want to still be able to lay my photos down, and I'm not ready to put photos down in my photo mats. Now, a good way to do this is if you are putting together your pages and you don't have your photos, like I don't have my photos, keep your photo mats all at a pretty standard measurement. So all my photo mats that don't have photos yet are either at 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, or like these are 4 3/4. So I'll know I'll be able to cut this down to, or they're at 3 3/4. So I'll cut my photo at 3 1/2. So it makes it really easy. So you can see that this is our page. And the only other thing that I'm going to do, this was a really simple page, but I still want it to kind of pop. And so I'm gonna take some crystal effects and I'm gonna zoom way down on into these boots, and I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna put this crystal effects. And this is like glossy accents. If you have glossy accents, that is the same thing and it'll work. It's just going to add a little bit of dimension to these boots. Right? So let's do one more thing and then we will be done. I am going to I'm going to set this aside because now it's wet. I have a piece of white paper here, and then I have this stamp set, which is a sentiment stamp set, but it has these great little items right here. This is something to say. I'm going to take the flower and my Bermuda Bay ink, and I'm stamping 3 flowers, and then I'm going to use a punch, and I'm just going to punch these out. And then I'm going to take a little bit of glue for this first one, right in the middle there, and it's going to go right there. And then I'm going to take these dimensionals, and all I do is I just trim down a little piece, and we're gonna put that on the back of the other flowers. And then the last thing we're gonna do is grab some rhinestones. just like that. And that is going to complete our calendar page. This was a quick one today. I love the way it turned out, and I have photos on their way for these pages, so I'm excited that I'm gonna be doing that step next, is getting the photos dropped into these on the photo mats, and I'm loving it. So make sure if you're interested in joining the calendar workshop that you just head to my website so that you can fill out the sign-up form, and then you will get all the information about the workshop and all of the instructions and layouts and sketches and ideas and supply lists, all when they are ready. So thank you guys so much for coming by, and I will talk to you later.